I'm Karen from North of 9 Equine, and I'm here today with my rehab assistant, Julia, and she's going to demonstrate one of the exercises I often get you to do at home with your horses. It's a bit of a Feldenkrais exercise where we're trying to repattern the brain for the movement through the soft tissues and muscles of our joints. We're kind of focusing in at this exercise with our shoulder, our elbow, and our knee. And what we're going to ask our horses to do is to pick up their leg, and you're going to stand facing towards their head. And Julie's going to put her first hand on his fetlock, and then I'm going to ask her to put her second hand on the front of his knee because they're going to want to take the leg away because it's a unique posture for them. And then we want the leg to be soft. So if he's resisting, we want her just to relax. And then we're going to draw circles in the sand. We want to see the lateral movement outside in nice 3 circles. And he says that feels funny, so we're going to just relax and ask for 3 soft circles. And then we're going to ask him to do it towards the midline of the body. So we're activating muscles in a little bit of a different way. And the goal is for your circles to stay nice and smooth. And if you find that a larger circle, one direction is easier but not the other, stay true to the circle and make it smaller. And we can repeat this as needed or pause and give them a break. Ideally, you want to do it on both sides. And if you find that they're really struggling one direction, pause, switch legs, and then try it on the other side. It kind of lets us know if there's any restrictions through the sides of the body, the soft tissues around the elbow and the triceps, or if we're having some restriction through the chest area. Because when we're doing that lateral movement, we're asking the body to open up. It's a really nice indicator if your horse has any restrictions when you're moving laterally under saddle. And you can do it before and after a ride. We're going to demonstrate the second part to that shoulder and knee exercise we described with the Feldenkrais method. The reason we divided it into 2 parts is the knee exercises you can do before and after you ride. But when we go into shoulder stretching, we don't want to cold stretch our horses before we work out. So oftentimes I'll see people put on their tack, and we've got the girth here, and we know we've got some skin bunching. So we want to stretch that out of the way. So the first step is Julie's going to ask him just to free up his shoulder a little bit, but not do a full extension to the forehand. And we've left him here at ground tied because he's very well behaved. I recommend doing this with a second set of hands the first time you do it, just to make sure they're not caught if you've got them in the cross ties. Now let's say he's gone in, he's had his lesson and his workout, and he's nice and warm now. Now we're going to ask for that full stretch up through the shoulder and extension in the forelimb. And again, if your horse is in the cross ties, I would have a second handler in case they decide to stretch back, or take them out of the cross ties. As you can see, sometimes they want to move around a little bit, and that's okay because it's new. So we're going to ask him to lift up through his shoulder and stretch out through. Now, if you pick your horse's leg up and they're resistant, they've got any tension or changes in the elbow, the knee, or the shoulder, just go softly. First day, you may get a little bit out, and that's fine, or you may be lower, or you may find that on day 3 or 4 after a ride, you can get full extension out. We're going to then repeat the exercise on the other side. We're just freeing up the shoulder. Then we're going to have our ride, and then we're okay to do our full extension. And just waiting with him. If he's relaxed, and if they want to pull their leg back, then you can place it back down.